You already know it's Ralphy D. We tapped in with Hip Hop Seattle.
Man, shout out Hip Hop Seattle. You guys already know they got everything popping in Seattle. Tap in.
Sprinchy, you know what I'm talking about it, RDME and T, all the shit. We rocking with Hip Hop Seattle, you know what I'm talking about, tune in.
Gotta know you rockin' with the realest. Money, I'ma stack it to the ceiling. Hell nah, I don't never catch feelings. I catch fly, I say you gotta know you rockin' with the realest. Money, I'ma stack it to the ceiling.
Welcome back. This is the Hip Hop Seattle podcast, episode 10. It's Cal Nadi.
It's your boy, Miss High Definition, Henry 100K.
Mayhem, guest host, come on.
We got
special guest today, Ralphy Davis. Makes some
At
noise.
all. What's happening?
Thank you for coming through to the program.
appreciate
Seattle
you,
was
friend of the
good.
show.
Hell yeah.
Man, likewise.
How we feeling today? What's the vibes for you today?
Man,
How you
just
rocking?
moving around, getting a few things done. Getting these songs touched up, getting ready to prep for this release, for this 8-0 release I'm about to bless the streets with.
That's right.
Okay.
And man, other than that, same stuff, different day.
All right, man.
Some beautiful weather.
Man,
the last
for
like
real.
2 days.
Weather's all over the place, though. It'll hit us with the rain, too, which is cool, and we're used to that shit.
Yeah, I expect that.
You know what I mean? But it can just come like, 80 degrees one day, and then boom, next day.
50,
Torrential
rainy.
rainfall, you feel me? But yeah. How you feeling, May? What's good with you?
Man, it's been good. I feel like people are starting to get into this positive mindset, and people are really starting to get behind movements and stuff. So
Yeah.
I think it's just been all around positive. People are in a good mood.
People are in a good mood.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually feeling that too. Are you feeling the same vibes like when you're in the town? Or are you doing events? Or are you just moving around the city? Do you feel a different energy than you maybe felt last year or the year before? Or,
Yeah, hell yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Just going places, and people know who you are, know your music, and they salute what you doing, and you don't know who they are, you
Yeah.
know. It's a lovely feeling. I ain't gonna lie, because it just lets you know that you're doing something right, you're
Exactly.
going in the right direction. Because like regardless, like there's people that are making music that people don't even really care about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
You got a favorite spot in the town that you go, or you feel like you get the most love, or any venue that you do, you feel like, the energy's good there?
I get love everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere I
That's
go,
what's up.
man, they're ate up, whoop whoop. They want merch and they want this, they like this video and then all
Mhm.
type, It's all good.
That's real dope, man.
It is.
You feel like people, so like when you're out there in the town doing shows and stuff like that, you're performing your songs, like how do you get the crowd hype? Like how do you get people to, like, when you're opening up shows and stuff like that, do you have a go-to track that you're like, yeah, this makes me feel, empowers you, and like, I'm feeling myself now on stage, You got that.
Really, I kind of talk to them, you know what I mean? Like, cause I feel like my music's gonna do what it need to do, you know what I'm saying? Once everything, But really, like, to be honest, like the music that I do use to start getting people going is, I had to say, my What You Mean track off
What You
Left
Mean,
Lane in My
okay.
Lifestyle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I usually end it with like Till I Bossed Up or like Landed in Vegas or some stuff off 6 Days, 6 Nights,
Okay.
But man, I talk to them while I'm doing those, So I might do one song, but like, hey, though, woo, woo, I kind of like, if they are on some regular, I kind of try to bring it out of them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because at the end, I know you like the music. You're just probably being stiff because,
Mhm.
you just
That's
don't
how
wanna-
it be, man.
Yeah.
Shit, I guess.
Man,
Gotta get it warmed up.
man,
Mhm. Okay.
that's it. But I love doing shows, though. I think I'm going to fall back for a minute, though, so I can really bite down and getting this music done.
Okay.
So,
You see, looking at like long term, when you're looking at your career and stuff like that, like, do you have like a manager behind you, or like, do you have a team behind you that kind of guides you, or like gives you like, oh yeah, bro, like I see you're doing this is dope, but like they give you like, insight on things that they may have tapped into, when they out
Mhm.
doing shit. You got a
Yeah.
kind of team like that, you say?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a couple people, man, that like when I want to bust a move or when I want to like get something done or like, or even if I want to try to put something together the right way, I got a couple people I sit at the round table and politic with, and at the end of the day, the right decision is made. I feel like, so.
Okay.
Mhm.
it's always good to have like a strong team behind you. To
Yeah,
bounce around
yeah. People that's
ideas
gonna
and
keep it
stuff.
real with you, you know, and
Right.
people that ain't gonna just agree with everything you're talking about, you know.
Exactly.
Because it's like then you start feeling like, oh, he's just gonna agree with what I say, so
Yes, man. And
I'm
all
gonna just
that.
go, yeah, you know. So it's always good to have people that's gonna come at you with genuine opinions.
And keep it 100.
Most
Always.
def, most def.
I feel like when people have too many people around them that are always, not giving them critique and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it's like that can like hurt certain people,
Mm-hmm.
just depending. So that's dope that you have like good people around you, because that just builds you up. And everyone around, when you have good people around you, you're just gonna build up, and everyone's gonna prosper from it. So that's what's up.
Man, for surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. When you
I
don't
ain't
have
lie.
people doing what they got to be doing around you, it just holds you back. So
Mm-hmm.
when people actually care and are invested in your future, then you actually see those investments mean something.
So what do y'all think about, like, as far as getting people to support you beyond just your music and stuff? What do you think it takes an artist or just a person in general to have that effect on somebody where they're still checking for you? Like, what do you got? What's your thoughts on that? You think there's something that people can actually, figure this out, or is it something that's just organic? What's your opinions?
I mean, it's either people are attracted to how genuine you are by like your person, or like you're a meme.
Okay.
Those are the two ways I see people getting up. Like either you're kind of like a caricature where people want to be like, yo, look at this, check this guy out. Like that. Can't remember the guy's the rapper's full name, but Haitian something. Seen that rapper?
Haiti,
Oh,
baby.
the
Haitian, yeah,
Haitian baby.
yeah, he went on that radio show and he just bodied that random ass freestyle.
Has anybody heard his music though?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have.
It's
Is
completely
it good, or
Yeah,
was
nah,
he trolling?
He
Yeah,
got
it's
some
completely
shit.
different. It's actually some
He got
he
some
make good
stuff.
music.
Okay, so he's got some
We
dope
can
stuff.
curse on. We can curse on.
Oh yeah, you can say
Yeah,
whatever.
Oh,
you want,
okay,
man.
yeah,
Fuck
he got
Seattle,
some
man.
shit. He got some shit.
That
Cause I was
shit.
thinking like, oh man, but nah, he got some
It's
shit.
real
I
censored
heard
now.
So that was some
of
marketing
his-
shit then.
Hmm?
That was just marketing. That was just trying to get.
That might have, yeah. You could say that. You
Because
know,
now he got way more
It was
people looking at
different.
him,
Yeah, exactly.
and he had like
You know what I mean?
I can't remember who exactly, but he got some big celebrities that are actually like sharing that. So that's as big as a cosign as somebody saying plays music.
Everyone
feel it
has their
coming.
own niche, like everyone has something special about them, or multiple things or whatever, but everyone's doing their thing different, so people are going to get attracted to if you're that character, but that's could be like that person's personality and stuff, so it's just like
But
capturing it.
this one, May, he was straight trolling. He like when you watched it, he's literally going, hey, on top of the mountain.
Bro, he sold it though.
He still made
Yeah,
that
he
up. Like
sold
he
that. I
made that
kinda
out of
believed
his
him.
head,
He definitely
It's
cooked
like
that up, but that's some crazy shit.
Characters can be in people's heads, people can make up these that's where these characters all
It's
come
all
from.
entertainment and shit too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's all entertainment.
So
How
I
good
think it
can
goes
you sell
hand in hand.
something? That's your genius at marketing.
That's all they care about.
Yeah.
Man. That's what's gonna generate shit.
You're gonna see some Haitian baby socks and Haitian baby belly tees on Instagram.
Okay. Well, I was even gonna segue off of that and be like, yo, as a solo artist or whatever you classify yourself as, do you feel like it's important to surround yourself around certain groups or certain events or something, a certain vibe to get you where you need to go next? Do you feel like that you need some sort of influence or some sort of next step? You got to identify something like, yo, I need to start doing this, and how do I do that? How do I do it the right way? And there's different ways you can do different shit, you know what I mean? But like, do you feel like it's important for people to do that, or do you feel like you can just literally just grind this shit out by yourself, just fucking on some mercenary shit, no manager, nothing? Do you feel like people can really succeed in that way?
I mean,
Go ahead.
there's people that have succeeded in both ways.
I was
There's
just
people that have
gonna
done
say
it by
that.
themselves with nobody.
Here, completely by themselves, like. Do we have that?
Out of Seattle or out of like Washington?
Do we got like a Russ type of dude where he literally gave us that? I don't know if this, I wasn't tapped into him like that, but he said it on various interviews. But he was just like, I did all this shit myself and put everything out every week. I put a new song out for how long? 52 weeks, like a
He
whole
said,
year,
like 2 years or something.
or something like that.
Yeah, nah, I get what you're saying. Maybe not exactly like Russ, but I mean, there's probably a couple people that like felt like, cause they didn't like come out with crews or anything, or part of a clique or nothing, So
Okay.
you might get that feeling like it's just them, But I mean, I feel like it is important though, as far as whether vibes are important. you know, or whether the type of people you have around you are important, or whether you do need people around you. Like, I think it depends on the type of music that you're making, you know. If you're like making turn up music, you know, club music, and you know, you got to be around people that's, you know, you got to get that feel, you know, because it's like, you know, you can't just be by yourself all day trying to just, you know, turn up just, you know, like it's going to get boring eventually, you know, you're going to run out of what to talk about. And, you know, most of this come off experience, you feel me? So, I think it is, you know, like if you talking about that, but then, like, if you talking like just mind thought type, you know what I mean? Like, if you're like more conscious with it, then you might not need as much people around you, because everything's coming from the heart and the thought, you know. It's just coming out of you're basically just bleeding out what you think, you know what I mean? So you necessarily don't need a whole bunch of people around to, you know, to come with what you think your opinion is gonna be anyway.
That makes sense.
Feel me?
It makes sense.
It does make sense.
Because you're that type of artist that's self-sufficient. You kind of, your music is self-sufficient. Where it's more like personal, that you don't really need, like you said, like a team or people to kind of check on you. But at the same time, if you make music and your point of your music is to turn people up or to like affect the crowd, then you kind of have to have.
Come on, man.
Some people hit that rock though. We've seen it in history where they do follow that blueprint, and then even though you're seemingly doing everything that the people want, or you know what people say you should do, it might not be enough. And you see a lot of people get to that point, and then you see a little flip, like they flip the switch and they become a whole different type of, you know what I mean? They tap into a whole different energy to get into, like, you know, they need to start playing my records here. I just need that right now. You know, I already tried everything else, and I feel like I've already dominated that field, you know? A lot of rappers have done that.
Wouldn't you say that's natural, though? Like, natural progression? Like, if you're doing something and it's no longer effective, you kind of have to, like, adjust what you're doing so it goes back to hitting.
Well, people adapt, you know?
Yeah.
I think it just depends on, like, what your fan base is. Like, if you have a core, like, some people can just literally... Their fans expect the same shit. Like if the Weeknd continued to make Trilogy, his people like are diehard. They want that shit. You know what I mean? There's certain crowds that wouldn't mind that. You know what I mean?
I was thinking like somebody like Currency or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like he don't really necessarily have to like dive out of his lane and do what everybody else is doing, because he has a core, you know, base, you know. So they're cool with the smoking vibes. You know what I'm saying? And just the laid back vibes, you feel me? They're cool with that. So you're right though. But then again, it's like, you know, I feel like sometimes, you know, it is cool to test yourself, you know, and to see what you could create, you know. Because I was always told, you know, you're comfortable, you know, like success is right outside your comfort zone, you know. So whatever you're comfortable with, you know, that might be your limit, you know, and that next step may be outside of what you normally do, basically, you know. So I don't know, man. That's just my thought.
You guys have any, like, not even a story, but just something about where you had to switch it up a little bit and you actually like prospered from it, like you actually gained something, achieved something, even though you were, you know, you considered it a risk, something that you thought about, it was like, shit, I have to like really double think this, but then you decide you go. I feel like everybody has a story like that.
I just did that with the Nirvana record.
Okay.
On 6
That was
days.
Out of your comfort zone. That's something that you thought about deeply and was like.
Yeah, because like I don't really just make the whole just hold your hand, walk in the park, you know, type of, you know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily saying that's that, you know, but I more was keeping it real, you know.
Okay.
But I usually kind of just be on some fly shit, some fly motivational type shit, you feel me? You know, I'm still on some real nigga shit too, but you feel me? Like,
so that's what your core. That's what your core feels like. That's like your vibes and what your people fucking like. That's what they want, and you're catering to like. So you ever like how much of the people do you look into before you make like records? Do you make it really like, is it I gotta fuck with this, or do you kind of look at like, yo, they kind of want this, I kind of have to, you know, meet them in the middle or something? I don't know. How do you gauge that shit?
It's really 50-50, you know, because part of you wants to bet on yourself, you know. You gotta bet that the music that you making is gonna do what it do regardless, you know. And then at the same time you gotta balance that with what people expect of you. You know what they already like about you. You know what I mean? So it's like you're balancing what they like about you with what you're trying to bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like a hitter. You're kind of hitting it's like you're hitting or missing. You feel me? It's a hit or miss, and that's why some rappers fall off after a year or something, because you know sometimes their opinion ain't what they like.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? And they want to go with their type of music, and now you're like, I'm cool, and man, it goes bad, very bad. So
Kanye kind of came up with the motherfucking hat, and everybody was outraged. And then he took the picture. Then he had the press with the Donald Trump shit, and his shit still went platinum pretty much first week. So what do you think? Is it dependent on who?
It's dependent on who.
Yeah, it depends on who. Yeah, like Kanye West,
he's the only one.
Yeah, people like that. But look, people like that, they're like people like me, for instance. Okay, well, I'll sit here and I'll be like, you know, yeah, Kanye, he's out of pocket for that woo woo. But I mean, if he drop an album tomorrow, I just might check it out still. Check it out. You know, so he's still gonna do what he's supposed to, because he still got that respect musically.
Yeah, he's solidified.
You think he's taking advantage? Then it's like, I know y'all motherfuckers gonna download this shit. I'm just gonna say this anyways, just to build up that buzz and potentially try to get these type of fans too, because y'all still gonna ride for me pretty much.
You can say that. You can say that. You can say that.
Is that fucked up, or like, is it just is what it is, man? I gotta get my shit going.
I mean, Kanye, it is what it is. You better off saying that, you know, because you're not gonna just look that way, you know, if you already respect what he been doing. And I mean, look what he already done, and just like you said, we're talking about how he still went platinum and still went gold. Man. So
damn,
that just shows you.
And over the years, I feel like we've been like trained to just be used to Kanye doing wild shit.
That's true.
Exactly. He's been doing wild shit from way back,
from snatching the camera, huh? Remember you ran up on dude.
So you guys are both doing the Kanye record, May, and even you guys are doing the Kanye record. He called you tomorrow. You doing the Kanye record?
Yeah, I'm doing the Kanye record.
Of course.
That's
what
like
if in
that's
the
like
NDA said, man, you gotta rock the hat for this particular video.
I'm not rocking the hat though, but I'm doing the Kanye record. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me ask you, Henry.
If he called me right now, I'll talk to Hip Hop Seattle.
Would you if MJ was still alive, would you do the MJ record?
I'm doing the MJ record,
even without all the controversy that's around his name.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel about Kanye.
I'm doing the Michael Jackson record. That's the thing, man. Like he legal. I mean, I'm not even gonna get into that shit, but let's just look at the Michael Jackson situation.
Just off the strength of controversy, not looking into the details, but just being a huge artist with a lot of controversy.
Gotta do the MJ record, bro,
because he's legendary. Kanye is a wild person, but his music category is legendary.
Man,
there's been too many times where I listen to a Kanye record and I'm like, how do you do it?
It is true.
Where does it come from?
Would you do the MJ record, Ralphie?
Of course.
Off top.
See, that's the thing, man. You gotta do it.
That's automatic.
I won't even think about it.
That's automatic, for real.
Where do I go?
But who are we not rocking with? Then you doing the R. Kelly record?
No, R. Kelly definitely not.
The R. Kelly on the hook?
I'm good, bro.
I like R. Kelly's music, but just off.
What if he came out acquitted tomorrow, somehow miraculously? You doing
acquitted?
the R.
He been acquitted
again.
Jesse, if we pulled a Jesse,
if he pulled another fast one like he did back
in the day. All of a sudden, charging drops.
That would be too fishy, though, right? They can't do that.
Hey, no, look, I swear, right? I literally came home, it just turned on the TV, and it was just like, oh, Jesse's a woo woo, charges dropped. I'm like, bro, I could have swore 24 hours before. It was.
They are looking.
Is he gonna be doing this type of jail time? Yeah. Is he going? How you go from that to
fast ass courts?
You feel me?
But in real life,
like
it's
everything
not like
is just all 13. Like you got 13 charges and all of them just gone.
Behind
some
the
money,
yeah. Like,
some money behind the scenes got passed around. That's what that means.
Shit.
Man, come on,
Hip Hop Seattle, man.
Money is everything. I'm sorry,
man.
That deep rooted pocket, huh? Yeah. Woo.
Damn.
You can make some shit shake, man.
Yeah,
man.
For real.
Y'all fucking? Are you fucking with the label situation? Are you down with that? If you were to get a label situation, would you go that route? We gotta say it just because it's we talk about that kind of shit. Since we're on that subject, whatever.
I don't know. I don't think I'm cool.
Nah.
Gucci.
Distribution though.
Distribution.
Yeah, I get the distribution. Yeah. I do the partnership thing.
Would you do the management? Like, yeah, man, we're Rock Nation. We wanna manage you, bro.
Yeah, I rock with Rock
You
Nation.
rock with
Hell
that?
yeah, because
Okay.
Rock Nation, that's whole for surely. He's known to take care of the culture. You feel me? So
Yeah.
just beyond that, I'm gonna feel like I'm headed in the right direction. Believe that, you know. But as far as like, I don't know. Like labels is cool, you know. I don't mind doing business, but I'm starting to get this independent thing down
Indie grind.
a little more handy dandier, and I'm building, making new fans every day.
Mhm.
Building off of that, going to shows, you know, going places, you know, shaking hands, hugging babies. You feel me?
Fucking babies.
And man, it's been a hell of a ride, man.
How long has it been for
No
you so
lie.
far? Like as far as year, have you like how many years have you been?
Have I been putting like
Putting
music
in
out,
for, like-
taking it serious?
Yeah,
like,
taking it serious.
Because
like,
you know it's a difference, bro. That's the thing. Like,
what
'cause,
you
you know
mean.
you got, you know, that period where you just, you know, making music. You know, you might be even going to the studio, but you're not putting it out. You're just recording them little. Then you got that time where you're like, all right, I'm gonna really put this shit
feel that.
together,
Yeah.
get my shit.
I would say
mixed.
first time you're like putting music out like on anything, SoundCloud, or
Yeah.
just whatever the fuck it was back
Okay,
then. You know
well,
what I mean?
shit.
Like,
I mean, I put music on MySpace. You feel me?
Shit.
Like
Damn.
2012.
Damn,
you
that's
feel me?
throwback.
man, MySpace,
I was,
that was a
you
big
know,
deal too when you did that.
Man,
The one
it's
track.
around. Come on, you already know.
Yeah.
And then, man, so really, shit, I probably been uploading music for what 7 years.
Okay.
I say. But as far as me taking it serious, like, you know, records, videos, all that, interviews,
Shows and all
serious
that,
shit.
yeah.
You feel me?
Mhm.
Really marketing that
The
type of shit.
professional and
3-4 years.
3-4 years. Okay.
Yeah.
You feel me? 3-4, man. Cause it's it had to come to that, you know,
Mhm.
because you know the better my music gets, you know, it's like the more they want to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't want to just be stuck doing the same stuff forever. You feel me? So eventually, I'm just trying to take them steps to elevate and expand the brand.
Yeah.
Gotta
Feel me though?
take it away. Gal.
Yeah, you know what they say. They say you're never the same person. You're never in the same place twice, even when you're in the same place twice, because time's always moving. You
Who
think
said
about
this
that?
shit?
Yeah, I want to know that.
Everything. Don't worry about it.
Oh shit!
It's a philosophy.
This is-
Unknown
yeah, some
He's
philosophy-
thinking
some
about this
philosophy.
shit.
Crazy.
He
He
masterminds
read
that
that last
anonymous.
Tuesday. Last week
You
he
feel
read
me?
up
I
on
got,
it.
I got
feel
out,
me?
out of a fortune cookie or something.
Wait,
that
say that
no,
shit
that's
one
like
more
a tweet.
time.
He
Say
ran
that
for
shit
past
live,
us on
man. Hold
Twitter.
on.
Say even if you're in the same place, you're never in the same place twice, because you're mentally you're never in the same place either.
Okay.
Because
Mhm.
you can feel some way about something today, sleep on it, and feel completely different about it tomorrow.
Yeah, I understand that.
Your music is gonna be exactly the same. It's going to evolve. It's gonna breathe, or it's got to. Because when it's stale, stagnant, you know, like Cassidy. Like I love Cassidy. He's one of my favorite rappers. But you know, I heard so many Cassidy verses
He like
that whenever I hear
same
as a
shit.
feature on a song, I swear to God, I could tell you the verse before he start rapping.
Yeah.
I swear to God, in the same flow he's gonna say it. It's no surprise. But I love you, Cassidy.
Hey,
No disrespect.
He's
It
gonna
is
rap
what it
about
is.
them back blocks. Huh? He's gonna, you
Cassidy,
gotta
young
tilt your
hustler.
hat to the side and everything. Huh? Hey, nah, I rock
Gotta
with
rap.
Cass, man.
Cass is the man though. Has he put any records out though? Like in any
Yeah.
recent
Yo,
history?
you know that
I'm
Gundam
tripping,
style?
bro.
You know that
Yeah,
Gundam style, that big record?
He did the condom
He did
style,
he did
bro.
he did that remix Condom style. He got a check from a condom company to put
I
that
think He
out.
was capping on that
What?
shit a little bit
Yeah,
just so
no,
he
he
could
got-
raise the back
he got
for the
the check.
battle rap shit. He did.
He got the check.
He did get the back.
He was
Yeah,
talking
did
six
get
figures.
that.
How much was he? He was talking
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of money.
I don't know about how
dog.
much he got, but
I don't know.
and that sounds actually pretty.
Side
You know,
eye
for
that.
what it is, for his advertisement, a 3-minute advertisement, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's
Do
hilarious.
what you got to do, but he really did just, that's like free material for people to just go crazy. I don't know if I didn't get to watch the Goods one. Apparently, he got bodied for the first time. So
Or like a new.
it was just
a new battle rap?
they just had a match not too long ago. And, I guess Cassidy, like the grand, people said that he lost.
It's just like I feel like people have moved past that style of rap where it's like you could expect the punchline where it's like set up bar, punchline,
Mm-hmm.
and when it's like that's all you're bringing, people want you to change your voice and some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They want you to, they're expecting that. So when
You
you
think
just
so?
yeah, come on, man, nigga. Look what's on the charts.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
So when you're over here just spitting like a regular verse, they're just kind of like, all right,
I guess you're right about that. But
you gotta scream it or something. You know, you know
It's
about
about- but
rappers
it's
right
also-
now.
but
It's
it's
like
also
your,
about
so
how
your
you
verse,
do it,
it
deliver
can't
it.
be a regular verse. Like the verse
Mhm.
has to be melodic, huh? Gotta
Yeah.
I got the
Finessed
bag.
in a
Post
special way.
Malone-ish, like
Yeah.
yeah. Like he's saying.
You gotta get in that
it can't
pocket.
just be
Malone.
nah, but I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know because you got people like Rick Ross, you got people like even Nipsey. You feel me? that
But their
didn't really.
voice though is hella distinct. Even
that's
the
good.
way
That's
the
a good point,
delivery
too.
is still finessed in a special way.
Mhm.
And I feel like that is like a melody in a way. You know,
You think so?
I
You don't think
so.
it's not pure hip hop?
You don't think melody
I
is
think
pure hip
it's.
hop?
No, I think I get what you're saying. I think it is like distinct. You know, I think it is said in a unique way that catches
but
people.
like new Nipsey Hustle. Like
That was
like,
dumb.
check it
That
out.
shit's
But
hard.
like
That shit
no,
is
no,
super
but that
hard.
No,
on
that
that
was
song
hard,
with
though. That
his
was hard.
his feature on that, bro, like it's a melodic, like
Yeah,
Damn, that beat was
like the way
slapping,
it's
too.
said, basically. Nah, I get it. I get what you mean. Like the way
like
it's.
you're in trouble. Like the way he comes on that, it's like he's still he's flowing with that like melody. Like the flow is like a
Yeah.
melody in a like you know what I mean? 'Cause it's
Yeah,
like
nah.
finessed in his way.
That's what I'm saying. You got when you're doing aggressive right now, people want aggressive and melodic. So like as a battle rapper,
Aggressive
you know, battle rappers right now,
Aggressive
they be getting
melodic.
like
What the fuck?
moving their hands and shit like that.
aggressive.
Wait, what does that
That's a
sound like? I
lame-
want an
know,
example
huh?
of that one right now. 'Cause everybody
Aggressive
gotta-
melodic, because usually melodic is you think it'd be on some laid back.
By
calm,
aggressive melodic, I
collected
just mean
shit.
by the content.
Like a Juice WRLD?
Compare-
but it's like
Oh,
by the content.
like
Like
more
Nipsey,
singing
like-
about hood shit, but
Yeah.
like Roddy Ricch or something.
Roddy
Yeah.
Ricch.
Something
Yeah,
like
that's
that,
good.
like how I would say that's like if you sing like aggressive
feel like Luda.
melodic.
Yeah, and
He's
Roddy-
rapping
Roddy's
about
in that
hood
pocket.
shit, but he's kind of harmonizing, singing it a little
Exactly.
bit.
He has a different. Yeah, he's getting into a different
Okay.
pocket because it's comparable. It's in the same lane as a Future, but it's not him. He has his own distinct what
Yeah.
he does with his voice. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Feature a good example of that. Somebody that like uses his voice and melody.
I mean, Young Thug.
Future.
But Future had a more distinct. Young Thug, yeah, but he hasn't capitalized off of it as well as Future has.
But I mean, I don't
Was
know at
that
this
it?
point because bro, they did the collab album together and shit, and he kind of like, bro, there was a lot of standout tracks on that shit.
Oh, my favorite song is Cruise Ship on that. That's the Young Thug solo track.
I think it's the student with the master, but he's studying the master, and it's because it's not quite the master yet. Obviously, he's not Future. Future put the whole fucking lane there.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
just saying he's very
Before that, I
close,
say
bro.
Wayne put the lane and
Okay,
Future
Wayne
stole
is
his car and gassed
tripping,
on the
bro.
freeway.
Fuck, I'm tripping, bro. But for the new generation, it's definitely Future. The OG is absolutely Lil Wayne. He birthed everybody. You know what I mean?
Talking about with the melodic flow.
Well, just like that whole style of shit,
That
how Wayne
pocket.
was rapping and then doing the auto-tune singing too, as far as
I'll
don't know.
say that was Wayne. And then you remember that
Yeah,
that Future Drake feature Wayne had way back.
which joint?
It was a Drake and Future on a Wayne song.
Oh, the fuck, I know what you're talking about.
It's the
Can't remember. It was a big record.
Yeah, that good cushion alcohol.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, that shit was hard.
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
That was good.
When I heard that off tops, I was like, I see Future. I see where you kind of Lil Wayne left his rhyme book at school, and Future was like, oh, what's this? And just kind of
That's just the nature of hip hop, though, man. You just gotta pay homage though, in whatever way, but also just like expand on it. You're not just ripping
And plus,
someone's
Wayne's
shit.
she's the GOAT, bro.
Yeah, he is. He
So
set
it's
the
like
trend for a lot.
everybody got something that they got from. It's people that probably don't even make rap music
Mhm.
that are influenced by Lil Wayne.
Fact.
for sure.
You feel me
I
though?
agree with that. Yeah.
Like he don't make rap music, but
Mhm.
it's some type of Wayne, tape that he liked that led him to make this type of, pop or something, or shit.
Is he the
Under
most?
influence.
You think he's the most influential rapper to you? Do you think? Who's the most influential rapper to you that maybe contributed more vibes, like kind of showed you like, man, like you consider him one of your favorites, but as far as like you have an influence or some sort, like
Nah, like I mean, well,
'cause I feel like everybody got one
Yeah.
one album you fucked with real tough before you started rapping, like you kind of look back to that. I don't know.
nah,
like
keep it real. I have to say, an album that really influenced me, it had to be the Diplomatic Immunity album.
Which one,
by
one or
the
two?
Diplomats.
Yeah.
Both of them.
The Red CD. I
Oh, the
want to
first
say,
one, yeah.
Want to have I Really Mean It on there.
Mm-hmm. That whole album.
Crazy production.
Just Blaze, huh?
Yeah.
But nah, yeah, I had to say that album
Okay.
because
The
it just that album just showed you how to be cool. Like it just was like the booklet on like just elevating your game. Like
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I used to listen to that album every day, bro. Like top to bottom. I used to just go to sleep and just
Damn, that was
wake
what,
up, turn it back
2000?
on, turn it down, and go
2000.
back to sleep. Like I was a young buck in the game, but
Yeah.
Kind of shit doesn't even exist anymore for the most part. I feel
But
like
as far as influential, yeah, Wayne and Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, yeah.
Wayne and Hov, they're like neck and neck, man, because it's stuff that Wayne been better at that Jay-Z, you know, and vice
As far
versa.
as far as an artist making it from where he came from to like, you know, in the game, I think nobody has accomplished what Jay-Z has done. I think right now, that's what he is right now. He's the top of that right now. That's why
he is the man. I'm telling you,
he really
is the culture, man. In a way, you know, I feel like
no one's achieved that shit.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And I just like how humble he is about the stuff that he does. Like, you know, like I don't think he necessarily like goes for, you know, the attention when he does stuff. You know,
He got his shit going on though.
Yeah, shout out Hope, man.
Yeah, man.
Crazy with the business.
Crazy with the
Real
business,
shit.
man.
You know,
Tapped into some shit that's, you know.
It's funny looking back because I did a 5th grade writing assignment where they wanted us to pick some book or some shit and do like a report on it. But I convinced the teacher to let me do "Dirt Off Your Shoulders" by Jay-Z, produced by Timbaland.
Classic.
And I wrote a fucking paper on that and how like that influenced and how that impacted me and shit like that. I remember playing that shit in the beginning of class and then class looking at me like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And just to see where Jay-Z is now is just like, damn, it's ridiculous. It lets me know
Dirt
there's
Off
no
Your
ceiling
Shoulders.
unless you put a ceiling there.
That is
Shirt Off Your Shoulders was
Crazy
heavy.
record.
He said he was gonna retire. And
Yeah, that was heavy.
How many? This nigga retired twice.
Bro, it's 2019. He's still going. He's definitely gonna put another album out.
He's gonna rap till he's like 55.
You know, I like that though because
you can't stop.
There's artists
No,
that
huh?
never lost it that still make quality music, but just the stigma of like rap is like it got to be a young person's sport. Where every other genre of music, you know, they still got like rock dudes that are like in the 80s still touring and shit like that.
Yeah.
And so that's what I like about Jay-Z because he never lost his stat. Every time you hear a whole verse, you're like, damn.
Well, he puts an album out once he's inspired by a lot of people. You remember that when he put out what's it called, Blueprint 3? You know the artist I was featured when he put out Kid Cudi on there, Drake
Cole.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
Cole. It's because they inspired. I think this is what he said. Don't quote me if don't quote me on this, whatever. But he said that those artists inspired him to do new shit and like evolve himself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he featured them and he kind of showed what the new wave was gonna be. And he was fucking right. Like every one of those guys are technically legends to us. Cudi, all of them have had illustrious careers since then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Jay-Z has he's like the ultimate A&R type of shit. Like
He had Travis on his on one of his albums too before Travis really blew up.
That's hella true. Produced a lot of
Produced
shit
on
too,
that project too.
Yep, I remember that album. That's crazy.
Nah, that's heavy.
Man.
That's heavy.
Speaking of an old head, Styles P dropped the album recently. I don't know if y'all know Styles P from the Locks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Legend of the game too.
That shit's fire. Y'all gotta check it out. I'm saying for an old rapper that's still in that pocket.
Come fuck with Seattle Styles P.
I seen he
Need
had
some shows out here,
dropped the
man.
album of Dave East a little minute ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that project was pretty dope too.
And I think Dave East in an interview he said so Styles P he just freestyles all his shit. He don't write. He said he hasn't written a verse since like 1996. Don't
Man,
quote
every
me on
rapper
that.
is like, man, what the
So
fuck?
he just in the studio just
coulda sworn
playing the
he
music.
wrote, bro.
No, he don't write.
Damn, fuck.
So Dave East said when he was in the studio with him, he had to just start freestyling because he's like Styles P writing his verses too quick. He said he's still writing his first verse and Styles is already done. Like, you ready, nigga? Get in.
Man. For fucking, we gotta tap into this shit now. Let's talk about Ralphy Davis. Let's talk about for somebody watching this right now who is interested in watching the podcast and stuff like that, and they see your name and like, if you have, if you're trying to sell yourself to any whatever, just somebody that's gonna be tapped into your music, whatever. You got like a sentence or two about yourself that can really just put people, familiar with who you are.
Hey though, all year, every day on everything. You hear that and I gotta be the guy,
As far as like musically, like what catches people's attention about you? Like what do you do? What do you feel like you got that gives you that star power that makes that people really want to ride with you? You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's my style, I think it's the way that I make music. I think it's my wordplay, I think it's my, my genuine, me being genuine, and I think my confidence, the fact that, you know, when you listen to my music, you know that I'm sure that what I'm doing, I'm sure that I like what I'm doing, basically, you know, and so it makes, you know, people more interested, you know, because, you know, confidence is everything. So
It really is.
I mean, you can always tell in a way, you know, when people start to get disinterested in what they doing, you know, it usually shows up in the music, and then 2-3 years from now, you're not even asking them when they got singles coming or nothing anymore. So,
What song would you recommend them to listen to? Like name like 2 songs you think they should listen to first if they were just to go on Spotify or whatever, wherever you put your your best content. What songs would you tell them, like, go slap these 2 joints real quick? See who I am.
Landed in Vegas and Landed in Vegas and Till I Bossed Up.
Till I Bossed Up. Okay. So who produced those records?
Landed in Vegas, a producer named Dennis. He's from Germany.
Okay.
Till I Bossed Up. Man, what was bro name? Oh man, damn. Vito B. Vito B.
Okay.
So
he definitely dropped the.
And he's from I want to say Bakersfield,
Bakersfield,
Cali. Okay. So
that's worldwide. Ralphy Davis worldwide.
Man, come on, man.
But you definitely.
Where did Ado come from, man? Like, I want to know.
Man, well, really, you know, me and the homies, we used to say that, you know. I used to live in California a little minute ago, you know, and that's what me and the people I would be around would say, you know.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, you know, just taking what you used to just hear, you know, all the time from who you used to be around and just turning it into a lifestyle, you know.
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
It's that's what it is for me. You feel me? It's more like a brand, a lifestyle, you know, and you know, it's a way of life. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's why I came with the ADO, you know, with the acronym all year, every day on everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
And man.
I didn't know that acronym. That's a fire acronym.
Yeah,
You know what I mean. Yeah. So it's more than just saying it, you know. It's
you live it, you breathe it.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Meaning, man.
You know, it's real motivating. You know, if you just apply it to your.
Yeah, Ada,
science.
Come on,
you giving out the formula.
Yeah, man. You know, and it's we're just trying to keep everybody going. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on, so you know, you want to keep everybody as motivated as possible, you know. So that's all I'm trying to do.
That's the most impactful type of music, the kind that makes you motivated.
Yeah.
But speaking of producers, though, just to go locally, you linked up with Basskids. You dropped the Fire Project. You want to speak a little bit on that, how that came together, and you know, it definitely got a award last year, correct? You were definitely nominated and you won an award, correct? Recognized from the town, people really fucking with the track list and everything.
Yeah, man. Shout out, respect my region, man. 6 days, 6 nights. It was lovely, man. You know, it took a minute really to get it started because we would go in and think we had some shit, but then scratch everything we thought of, you know, and man, then he became busy, then I become busy. You know what I'm saying? So
that's how it be. Yep.
You know what I mean? When we actually got together, you know, and really got on the same accord, you know, and the idea started bouncing, man, it just got more huger and huger, you know, and everything just got more organic as we went along, you know. So, you know, like for instance, we started making like 9-8 Gary Payton, you know, just chilling, just, oh yeah, what do you think? Where should I go with this? And then boom, and by the time we got to like the Nirvana track, it was already, you know, I just need something with this feel, and then he would just
do it right there.
Exactly.
You guys built the whole project together, like it wasn't like any phoned in type of shit. You guys really just sat down in the studio and locked in.
We sat in the same area. That's exactly.
That's
the thing. A lot of exactly like
it's the best shit.
And just that whole process was A1, you know, because I really was like my first time really just, you know, sitting with a producer, you feel me, and
It's the conversation
catching those
there
vibes,
that would drive
yeah,
shit too, you know?
yeah, man,
You know?
and then whatever you're not feeling, you can be like, nah, I'm going this way, this direction with it, and then you guys just channel off each other energy, I was thinking about his, like, my guy, like, his energy, like, he's more like, he really, he kind of bites off, like, how like your style, you feel me? Like, he kind of caters. That's what I think, like, Basskids is really good at, like, elevating your style.
Okay.
While still being you, like, you can still do you. You know what I mean? But what I'm gonna bring you is gonna take you from 2 to 10.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And it's showing the records. Like, it probably would have been harder for me to make a record like a Ken Griffey Jr. You know what I mean? If he didn't already have that direction and didn't already, let me know, like, I think you should do this. You know what I mean? Because everybody usually expect this from you, but this would be a different this, but on a higher.
Over the head one time.
You feel me? So everything's just higher, man. That's it, man. So that's what I like about my guy, man. So
Did you guys go into it with the title, the 6 Days, 6 Nights thing, or was it kind of just after you guys had the records and you were like, I'm gonna call it this? How was the thought process or creativity on that?
Well, yeah, we thought of the name maybe a little bit. I'd say a little bit before Juice, the guy that passed away. You feel me? So we had already sat on the name, to be honest. But after both our schedules became open, and after timing became right, next thing we know, we was just, we went from, yeah, bro, we got to do that. Just seeing each other out and about, different events, like, yeah, to, I'm going to call you tomorrow, and bounce these ideas to, oh, yeah, come meet me at the, whoop, whoop, so we can run through these beats to, I'm going to sing you this song. I'm going to sing you, the song I made off this beat. You feel me? And it just, everything, it just grows, man. Yeah. It just grew. You feel me? And, man.
That's dope, though.
That's dope, the process.
Project out all platforms.
All platforms, man.
Yeah.
Spotify, Amazon, man. Tidal.
Tidal.
Man.
And what videos we got out right now? If they want to look
YouTube.
on YouTube, what videos you got out right now? They're dope.
Well, we just dropped Ken Griffey Jr. shot by the swim team.
Yep.
Dope video.
9A Gary Payne shot by Town Entertainment. Shout out Ellis Thomas. He
Yep.
just put out a dope R&B album too. So
Yeah.
make sure y'all tap in with that. Man, I got all type of videos, Landing in Vegas videos out. Till I bossed up videos, the intro video. Man, just YouTube Ralphy Davis, Ralphy Davis, man, and you gonna find everything. Everything you need to know about me is on there. Believe that.
Nice assortment of records on there.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
So how you had a chance to know Juice before
Juice
he
the
passed?
God.
Juice the
Yeah.
God before he passed. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, we made music.
How was that
How
that
was
experience making music with him?
that? Man, man, it was my bad, we was smoking heavy. But it was it was lovely, man. It's hard to come up with an answer, man, cuz man, I really do miss that guy, man. We we had a lot of fun, man, doing this shit, man. I feel like we had a lot more to do, man, making the records, making the music with him, though, was it was lovely, man. It's crazy though, man. It's crazy talking about him though, because we a lot of the times, you feel me, you just don't expect that coming from people that you build genuine relationships with, I remember he threw his first headliner. He had hit me like, bro, I've been hearing your music and shit. And I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like we just was best friends, and you know what I'm saying. We came up, just but I feel like once we became aware of each other, once we got around each other and started, just you know, building, just talking regular shit outside of rap. You know, everything became more 100 when we started making music, you know. And as far as the record goes, I had already had the record, and you know, he had already been on my line about wanting to make some music anyway, so I just sent that to him.
Okay.
Cause to be honest, I was just gonna leave the "Why You Asking" song. That's on all platforms too. But I was gonna leave that with just me in one verse, just, you know, and just drop it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought, Juicy might go crazy on this, but I didn't really know if he was gonna really mess with it at first. But because the first night when I sent it to him, I was like, bro, you fucking with it? No response.
Oh, shit.
So I'm thinking, he's not fucking with it. So then look, I wake up and then he had text me like, yeah, woo whoop, I'm gonna lay my verse to it, like woo whoop. I'm like, okay. So, you know, week go by, you feel me? Still no verse. So I'm coming to the studio. He's coming. No, I'm leaving out the lab. He's coming in. You feel me? Like, oh yeah, woo, you still got that song? Like, still? Woo. I'm like, yeah. So he knock his shit out. You know, and he sent it to me later that night. You feel me? And man, now we got one of the biggest records in the city. To me, you know,
it's a blessing.
It's amazing.
I miss that dude, man. Long live Juice the God, man. On me, I feel like if he was here, a lot of shit would be different. You know, I feel like he'd be a great addition to what's going on in the city.
A lot of dope videos on YouTube.
A lot of dope
video,
everything.
I think pretty much every
I just
video.
I just don't feel how. To be honest, I just don't like how, you know, everybody's just all of a sudden just for him after he passed away. It's like when you see the great things that he's doing now, it's kind of bittersweet because it's like a lot of the shit you could be doing while you're here. You feel me? We don't never get to smell our flowers while you're here, bro. You feel me? So it's like, you know, I seen bro hit the charts when he dropped. You feel me? It's like, man, that's crazy. You feel me? You can't even, you know, he's hitting 100. He's getting played at Mosey shows. You can't even be here for that nowadays, bro. Like, you gotta, you know, even look at Nipsey's, for instance. You feel me? You get letters from Obama. You know, you get looked at by the hot. You know, you can't be here for all that, bro. And that's just hella sad, bro. It really is, bro. R.I.P. my dog, man, for real,
Long
nigga.
live God.
You feel me? But yeah, that's how I feel about that, man.
Well, on a lighter note, man. We want to ask you if you got any upcoming projects or anything to let the people know that you know, upcoming shit, you know.
Man, I got my headliner coming up, man, June 2nd. Myself, Ralphy D, Mike Jack, first headliner ever. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to see where I'm at with it.
That's
you
gonna
know?
go crazy.
That shit gonna be crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Look, man. Make sure everybody pop out, man. It's gonna be up there, you know. I never had, like, do my own show. I always been like part of other shows, you know, or I always rocked a whole bunch of shows that I just, you know, just a part of. It never was just, you know, mainly my show, you know what I mean? To where, like, you buying a Ralphy Davis ticket, you know, it just had my name next to another name. But, you know, I just, man, it's a blessing, man. To be honest, because, you know, people could not be even caring about me having my own headliner, you know. So, man, it's
when's
it's
the
a
date
blessing.
again?
June 2nd.
June
2nd, man.
Mark
Pop
calendars.
out. Mark the calendars. Ticket link is in all my bios. You feel me? Go grab those, man. For real, buy two. You know, $10 right now. You feel me?
The whole group.
Day of, $12 at the door. You know, so make sure y'all tune in, man. For sure.
Hip Hop Seattle episode 10 featuring Ralphy Davis. Make some noise. Appreciate you coming through, bro.
Man, you already
Thank
know,
you so
man.
much.
You already know, man.
Hell yeah.
You know I gotta pull up on my guys, man. You feel me?
What's your Instagram, man? Shout out your Instagram. Where to
My
find
Instagrams, I'm Ralphy Davis. Same as my Twitter. I am RALPHY Davis.
Dope.
YouTube, Ralphy DTV, RALPHY DTV.
Check that shit out.
Man,
Run those views up.
Run them
run
up.
them,
Stream.
run them up. You feel me?
Save them on Spotify,
Fuck
Apple
with
Music,
me,
whatever.
man. Don't be no weirdo, man. Keep the energy good, man. You know, cause you know they say people always say, especially in the city, you know, unify, you know, unity, you know. Everybody talk unity till it's time to unify, you feel me? So, you know, we gotta keep the energy good and just really do the shit that we talk about doing. Even, you know, y'all come on, y'all have y'all, you know, episodes, you know, saying we need to do this and we need to, you know, get a better effort in, you know, building with each other. You know, that's always the topic, basically. Just here, you know, just whatever platform, you feel me? That's mainly the topic. So it's like we need to really find a way to really do that, because in other places, that's what they're doing. They're not just talking about it, man. So we just need to get on a better accord and just really figuring it out, you know, so we can really elevate what's going on in this thing, you know. And if everybody do that, then we can't lose.
Yeah.
Facts,
on
man.
me.
Y'all heard it first, man.
Hey, though.
That's the recipe. Thank you so much, Ralphy Davis. June 2nd will be the show. Y'all show up, pull up, show support.
Pull up.
Man,
Boy, Midshot Definition, Henry 100K.
Cal Nadi.
Mayhem.
Ralphy Davis. Hey, though.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And she gotta know you rockin' with the realest. Money, I'ma stack it to the ceiling. Hell nah, I don't never catch feelings. I catch fly, I say you gotta know you rockin' with the realest. Money, I'ma stack it to the ceiling. Hell nah, I don't never catch feelings. I catch fly, Got a call from my dog, say it's go time. Ain't no waiting on nobody when it's showtime. Told little baby, don't rush me, I need some more time. Another like me, bet she won't find. And I'm most likely where the money be. Out of town, kinda busy, don't be bugging me. Her friend knows she getting thicker though because of me. I'm minding my own business, don't need company. Seen a whole lot of things through these dark shades. Living my best life like Duval say. You acting like you ain't with it, so I part ways. I'ma still make it work on my off days. Couple friends cross me, now my trust low. I'm just glad they won't be around when shit get jump up. Stay away from the fake, too addicted to the real. Independent money coming, so she knowing how I feel. She gotta know you rockin' with the realest. Money, I'ma stack it to the ceiling. Hell nah, I don't never catch feelings. I catch fly, I say you gotta know you rockin' with the realest. Money, I'ma stack it to the ceiling. Hell nah, I don't never catch feelings. I catch fly, the money help me hide my emotions. Wanna go top speed, but I'm coasting. Baddest bitch, throw it back like the old school. Ain't no breaking the law when you make your own rules. Any hoe say I'm broke, LOL. What I look like crying, I could never dwell. First I dealt with my problems and I wrote a song. Pray my grandma's still alive to see the day I'm on. Been in the trap, 2 straps, ass look whoa body. You the type, get angry and make a post body. If I ever do it, it's a motivational purpose. Tryna ball like Irvin, more power like Curtis. Put my pride to the side, then I back chase. I see past fake, you in last place. Put my pride to the side, then I back chase. I see past fake, you in last place. Gotta know you rockin' with the realest. Money, I'ma stack it to the ceiling. Hell nah, I don't never catch feelings. I catch fly, I say you gotta know you rockin' with the realest. Money, I'ma stack it to the ceiling. Hell nah, I don't never catch feelings. I catch fly,